Hello and welcome to this special, probably very short video from Tyson. Oh, I got to do this the right way. Tyson and Joel at Mom and Pop's Video Shop. We are doing a reaction video, Tyson. We are going to react to the Thanksgiving 2023 trailer. We're a little late to the party because I think this dropped actually like 2 days ago. But considering I'm the kind of person that shouldn't watch trailers but do because I have a problem, and you're the kind of person that knows he shouldn't and usually doesn't, but I'm like that bad friend who knows his friend has a drinking problem and still takes him out to all the bars.
Yeah. This is like I've been on the wagon for years, and this is like you taking me to like the freaking Hard Rock Cafe Casino with a BOGO. I don't even know if they make those chips anymore. Buy one, get one drinks. But so I hope you realize what kind of friend I'm being to you this morning.
I know you are. Well, I think if we're full disclosure, so I've always kind of wanted to do one of these reaction videos to a trailer that I was actually kind of excited about. Again, knowing full well that trailers usually just make me mad because they either show too much or they spoil the movie, which I guess is showing too much, or whatever. They generally let me down. But that being said, I still am a sucker and a glutton for punishment. But that being said, we won't always do these together because I think there's some movies that you're like, no, I'm going to have principles and I'm not going to. They refuse, which is fair. I totally respect that. So, but if I can't resist, then I guess I'll be here by myself doing it. So that's fine.
Long story short, I don't mind sitting in on a Thanksgiving trailer for you. And that's not a dig at Eli Roth or his projects. It's just, this is a type of film that it's a trailer I don't mind seeing.
Okay, well, it's a fairly short one, so why don't we go ahead and bring it on up, and we will, and actually I'm going to, now that I'm looking at this, I'm going to hide our little logo, so that way it's not in the, hold on one second.
Thanksgiving is a time for appreciation. It's a time to remember our many blessings, to celebrate with the ones that we love the most, and it's time for all families to be together. Let's see.
All right. I will pause that since we borrowed a channel that let me go bring it back to us. All right. So I have a few thoughts, but before I go into those, Tyson, what is your initial reaction?
I'd buy that for $1.
Yeah. I see a lot of potential. Now, I think we've already discussed when we recorded our Death Proof review. I don't remember if it ended up in the video or not, but that I didn't see Grindhouse when it originally came out in 2007. And so I know that the Thanksgiving trailer was originally part of that. I have seen that trailer before. And so I know they did it more of a grimy early 80s kind of vibe. My knee-jerk reaction was that this was very slick and clean. Obviously, they're not trying to recreate that aesthetic, but I got to be honest with you, I'm kind of glad only in that I feel like that could easily become a bit of a crutch and distracting in and of itself. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I certainly didn't get the impression from this that it's going for spoofy horror, if that's an actual term.
It's trying to be legit. It's trying to be legit.
And I think that's the point you were making too, is that the original trailer was spoofy horror. You know what I mean?
Yes.
This, I think, is I'd say what this reminded me of, honestly, was like the My Bloody Valentine remake.
I was going to say the same thing. I even thought like the original, there was something about the way he did the small town and everything about it. That's a movie, by the way, full disclosure. I've never seen the remake. I know, but I have seen
it in the theater with my wife with 3D glasses.
That would have been cool. I saw the original, but I actually came late to that. I only saw it for the first time like maybe 5 years ago. So I actually kind of came late to that.
The original My Bloody Valentine?
Yes, and I loved it. I thought it was great. I still want to see the new one because I know that new, of course, is like 8 8 years old at this point. But Dean Winchester, I know. Is it
Tom Atkins?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, Tom Atkins. So, but I love the original.
Mm-hmm.
So I know I'm getting like a weird thing where it's cutting off my head because I'm not in the actual.
Enough about My Bloody Valentine, though. That
Yes.
At least we knew that's the vibe we both got. Well, and I happen to like both the original and remake of My Bloody Valentine. So if that tone rings true throughout all of this movie, I'm down.
Yeah, I'm really excited because I think this has the potential to be something that's familiar, because obviously you're doing the holiday horror angle, but it's also unique in the way he's doing it, and because we know Eli Roth will go there. I've never seen the Hostel movies, but I love Cabin Fever. Like I love Cabin Fever. I think it's a great movie. I think it's a fun movie. I saw it several times. Saw it in the theater when it came out. I just never got around to the Hostel movies. Those sort of came out for me like around when all the Saw sequels were, and I was having little babies and to deal with and stuff. So it just kind of all fell off my radar. But I am a fan of his in a sense. I know he's not everybody's taste, but I do appreciate. I think he's a legit horror guy. Like I think it's not, he just does that. I think he's legit. So I'm excited. I think we'll do a review for this once it comes out. But any final thoughts on this initial reaction?
Yeah, I'll say this, and I don't think this is anything new for Eli Roth fans, is even if the plot and storyline of this is absolutely wackadoo, I guarantee the kills, the deaths, the horror, the gore is going to be over the top. So if you're a gore hound for that reason alone, I think this is something to look forward to.
Yeah. Well, and one last thing I will say, because it doesn't really go into the cast heavily, but the guy that was sitting at the head of the table, that's Rick Hoffman. And I don't know if you watched Suits, but he played Lewis on Suits. And it was like, in my opinion, the best character on that show.
And I know you said you haven't seen it, but he's also a Hostel alumni.
Yeah, and I thought I'd seen him in one of the trailer or something. I'd seen him in something related to Hostel, yeah. And but it's also got Gina Gershon in it. Patrick Dempsey's in it. It's got a great cast, dude. Like I am legit excited for this movie now. So yeah, that's great.
No,
so
I thank you for making me fall off the wagon.
Okay, this one was maybe worth it. It was also a short one. That was almost a teaser. Yeah.
It's definitely a teaser. And I would maybe just like to close with saying that I think the world would be a better place with more pilgrim horror.
I think so. I think it's fair. I think it's fair to say that. Although I would like it if they didn't put a teaser before the teaser. I know that's a thing they do with all trailers now whenever they're online, and it drives me crazy. I don't know why they do it. I think they think it keeps people's attention to show them this quick little thing for like 5 seconds and then go into the trailer. But you really don't need to do that. It's fine. We have the attention span. We can sit there for a minute 5 and just watch the trailer. But that digression aside, please let us know what you thought of the Thanksgiving trailer if you've seen it, and if you're excited for this particular movie. That would be great to know.
Absolutely.